All right, everybody, I have what I think is going to be one of the best armies in terms of how powerful it is and how easy it is to use, maybe aside from dragons. I feel like this one's actually quite a bit easier to use than root riders. And it's actually insanely strong. We've got, let me give you a brief rundown of the army. So it is the Life Gem, Rage Gem version of the Warden Charge, and we've got 6 invisibility spells. Now you can use those between the Royal Champion and the Warden depending on who you want to keep alive. I've got a Rage spell for the Rocket Spear with the Royal Champion and an Earthquake if I need it. If I don't feel like I'm going to get a lot of value with either of those, I can use them somewhere else, right? I've got a Revive spell for the Royal Champion in case we aren't paying attention and we lose her early on. We can revive her later to help with time. And then we've got 2 Ice Block spells that we can use with the Giant with the Archer Queen or with the King or somebody else. I don't, kind of wherever you feel like you need to, right? By the way, you might hear a little humming or buzzing in the mic today. It is, I'm like literally looking, there are 35-mile-per-hour winds right now outside, and you can I can like hear it just right outside the window right here. And so if you hear that, I'm sorry, not much I can do about it. Let's go ahead and dive in. And by the way, I can end above 5,900 trophies today if I go 320. So we're attacking some bad girls. All right, let's see. Where do I want? Usually, I really like to just avoid fire spitters, and then I'll look for the new defense. Okay, it's not a hook tower, so I'm not really nervous. The Monolith is less scary for me than a single Inferno with the Warden, so I will start with the Warden down here. We're going to put 2 to 3 furnaces with the Warden, first of all. And then I don't think I need to use the Rage Gem or the Earthquake with my Royal Champion here because I don't think it's going to really get a whole lot more value. So we won't use either. Should go to the Mortar next. Oh! We actually don't want to invest too many invisibility spells with the Royal Champion because I do want to save some for my Warden. I have 2 left that I can use there, right? Okay, I do see a furnace, so I'm going to use the tower there, and then I will try. I don't know exactly where I want to use my King yet and my Queen. We're actually going to use them both right over here. And then we can safely revive the Royal Champion if we need to at that point. We'll deal with this CC first. Let's go ahead and pop this. I'm going to try and keep an eye on them so that I can use the Ice Block spell with the Giant if I need to. We'll pop the King ability now. Let's go ahead and Ice Block them. All right, let's see. I think we're going okay so far. We're going to just Earthquake here in the middle. Let's go ahead and Rage right here. And then we will revive the Royal Champion at this point. Just use 1 invis with her. And then I'm actually going to Ice Block the Royal Champion too as soon as... oh, just kidding. I want to Ice Block the Warden. Ooh, okay, we did it. That was clutch. Okay, we can put these 2 here. And we've got plenty of time. Obviously, the Royal Champion's going to go down here to the single Inferno, probably. Okay, yep, she does barely. But we get it. Crushed! That was a little hectic there towards the middle. But this, I think, is probably worst case scenario for this attack with a really packed core with a Rage Tower, because that's the center of the base is going to be the area that this struggles with the most if you can't get it with the Royal Champion early on. So I think that's a good showcase for this army. Yeah, and then with the Fire Spitters in the middle pointing opposite directions, it really is like the only thing that maybe would have made that scarier is if there was a centralized hook tower. But that really only counters the Warden. The hook tower really isn't good for anything else other than Warden charges, I feel like. That's like the only thing it really does okay. It would be completely lucky if you were to get it to get good values with some other thing. Okay, let's see. Where do I want to start here? I don't mind if my Warden takes the King down early on, because usually the King is like just continuously distracted by fire mites, and so I don't ever have to really do anything crazy with him. And then I'll probably have my Royal Champion deal with that Poison Tower area. Put 3 here. We'll put a 4th too, I guess, maybe just so that... Okay, the Ricochet Cannon's dead. Good, 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 good. We actually will earthquake here. Okay, let's invis the Royal Champion. I'm going to invis that Builder Hut too, so that she goes to the Expo next. We actually want to get that Multi-Inferno too, and then we'll call that good with the Royal Champion for now. Happy with that. I don't know what direction my Warden's going to head just yet. Okay, I don't see any fire furnaces, so I'm going to save my poison. We'll put the King and the Siege Barracks over on this exit. It looks like my Warden's going to start heading right, which is great. That's fine with me. Okay, let's go ahead and use this here. Let's pop the King ability. We'll go ahead. We're not in any danger yet, but I'll ice block that giant once we are. I don't know if I like this. Warden, where could you possibly be going right now? Okay, let's just ice block the giant now. We'll revive the Royal Champion. Oh no, Warden. That was close. Alright. Yeah, this one's crushed. Look at that. Perfect. Well, there you go. There's like a little bit, there's like a 30-second window in this attack where you've got to multitask for a little bit, but outside of that, it's a really easy attack where you just kind of stay zoomed out. You're just kind of watching everything and babysitting like with invisibility spells. So it's maybe difficult for like 30 seconds, but after that, you're kind of home free, right? All right, let's dive into hit number 3. Okay, we get a double invis base, but honestly, that doesn't really worry me because I've got ice block spells that just absolutely hard counter these things. I will end up having to deal with the Fire Spitter earlier than I would like to, but that's just, I mean, can't win them all, right? As soon as we trigger this, well, I don't even think I need to, I'm going to trigger the invis right here. Yeah, this is, I mean, really, who cares? And then what we can do is just ice block you and invis that so that the Royal Champion goes to the, oh, I don't have all my healers down. Rest of this. And then I'm going to let the Royal Champion die here. I don't really know where she's going to go next. Maybe she'll get that air defense. Oh, she might go to the Fire Spitter next. If she does, I will keep her alive long enough to get this Fire Spitter. Oh, perfect. Then that Fire Spitter doesn't have to worry about my Warden. Perfect. And the aura from the Phoenix should be able to get that. Like the Electro Boots, perfect. Let's just go ahead and use this here. I don't know where my Warden's going to head. So we're going to stick a few more furnaces over here. Probably going to put my King and my Queen together on this one, and then we'll put the Siege Barracks here just to kind of help funnel them all. I'll use my Queen ability a little earlier on, and then I'll ice block the King when the Monolith inevitably is targeting him, right? Obviously, it's going to happen. See if we can get that Monolith down. Spirit Fox dies, but that's okay. We'll put the rest of these furnaces down. Well, this is crushed. Let's put these down here. Yeah, I just... Look at this. Yeah, double invis bases. I feel like the ice block spell is going to kill them. If you take one or two, it is so easy to counter double invis bases. Even a rage invis core is just like almost invis bases just in general, even if it's not double invis base. Like they're just, the ice block spell it is maybe the hardest counter to them in the game, it seems like, 'cause for the amount of space it is in your army, like the resources invested and how easy it is to do. It's just, I don't really know why you'd run invis bases anymore. All right, well, let's keep going. We're cruising so far. Okay, this is a really popular base. I'm going to just put my Warden somewhere where he's not going to have to deal with a Fire Spitter ever. And honestly, this bottom part down here, if both ground expos target my Warden, that gets kind of scary. But other than that, I really don't worry about him very much. So I might stick him literally right at 6 o'clock. We'll just keep a closer eye on him because if the expos do lock on and one of the heroes, the king should never lock onto the Warden with furnaces, just because the furnaces will keep him just continuously distracted and it just doesn't ever happen. Let's go ahead and just... I actually will rage here. And we're going to just hope we can earthquake like all those buildings. Okay, that actually worked out really well. I'm just going to stay zoomed out a little bit. Okay, we're going to invis my Royal Champion. Oh. We're going to let the Royal Champion die here, I think. Well, we'll maybe use one more. Okay, well, that was a waste. Okay, we draw the CC. Nothing scary. I'm going to put a couple more furnaces down, hopefully to distract the expos. And then... Okay, I do see a furnace. Oh, are there two? Okay, so both expos are targeting my Warden, so I will invis him. Oh, no. We're going to have to ice block because the furnaces got my healers. Okay. Perfect. They might continue to take a little bit of damage here. Oh my gosh, I didn't invis. I just wasted so much stuff there. Okay, we need to start going, though. Okay, Warden, please. I'm begging you. Just don't die. Those furnaces almost ruined everything. Oh, Warden, why are you attacking that? We're gonna see if we can get that ricochet cannon down by tanking with these debt collectors. Okay, Warden should get that. I'm waiting to revive my Royal Champion because I don't really know exactly where else. Oh, you know what? Can that actually get... Oh, wait, that doesn't target that. That was dumb. I still am going to wait for my Royal Champion. Okay, healers are just... I don't know. They're going to die at this point. I don't really see what else they could do. We're going to just ice block the Royal Champion so maybe her aura can help finish some of those buildings off. We only have 30 seconds left. Actually, the aura really helped a lot, I think. Get the multi-inferno. Get it. Oh my gosh, it's going to be so close. Oh, we might 99% time fill. Oh! Oh my gosh. That was close. I had to waste so much stuff on my Warden. I probably should have put him in a little bit of a safer spot than that. But we got the triple. That's all that matters. All right, here we go. I have to leave. By the way... Of course, I put my Royal Champion where all of the freaking Teslas were, right? So I wasted some Rocket Spear shots that were raged up, by the way. And then she kind of messed up her pathing. There's a hook tower here, which really sucks because that hard counters the Warden a lot. So what we're going to try and do is avoid it forever somehow. Luckily, I don't think the Warden is in a very scary spot if I just like stick him in this corner here. And then I want to try and get my Royal Champion to the 3 raged up multi-infernos because that's going to be by far the scariest part of the base. Okay, we're just going to keep an eye on the Warden. I'm going to put an extra furnace there just so that... of course there's a freaking Tesla there. Of course there is. Stupid. Dude, I swear to you, I just have the absolute worst luck with these. Oh, you're really kidding me? You... Oh, okay, well, we're going to let you die. I'm not going to sit here and... Okay, there's a furnace in the CC. Hey, hey, hey! Somebody get that headhunter, please. Okay, well, we got the royal champion. Oh, okay. Whoa! Hook tower got the phoenix, and it drew all the traps. Okay, we're going to put the king, queen, siege barracks, a couple of furnaces with them. We want it. I thought that was my warden. Okay, I'm invising my warden because I just know that that's where... Okay, hook my king, please. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh. What do I do now? How do I get to town hall? Okay, we're going to just ice block you. Can I still get the town hall here? We're going to put 2 more furnaces over here just to make sure that we get the town hall. Let's distract you guys here a little bit. Okay, there should be enough furnaces to get the town hall. I don't know about finishing the rest of this base. I can't believe that freaking hooked my warden. Hilarious. What a goofy tower. This literally, though, I'll be honest, in Legend League, I don't know if I'll ever run the hook tower because I just feel like the only attack that it really is good against is Warden Charges. And I just don't think there are very many people doing that. That's actually pretty funny, though. Dang, what? How do you avoid... Okay, so... And then that's the worst case scenario for a hook tower, right? If it's exactly in the middle of the base, at least for the Warden Charge, because it counters the Warden Charge because eventually you're going to have to deal with it automatically, right? Where the other stuff you don't. This actually is like almost a time fail. Dang, this is actually so close to tripling. That sucks. Look how close we got, even though the Warden got hooked. Imagine how crushed this base would be if we do that. But like, how would that counter Root Riders or Dragons? It like really wouldn't, I don't think. I think the other 2 towers are definitely better for Legend League. Maybe you could find some CC hook tower combination for like hard mode wars and things like that that might pay off. But yeah, for Legend League, I just don't think I'd run it. Unless you're being attacked by Shock or Dark. That's pretty much the only 2 people that you're going to get this with. By the way, I tested in friendly challenges just to see if like I ran out of invisibility spells, if I could ice block my warden to prevent it from being hooked. And what happens is your warden gets ice blocked and it just hooks the ice blocked warden. So that's not going to save him either. So just try and deal with the hook tower fast enough to where it can't get your warden, I guess, if you get a hook tower with this. Again, another centralized hook tower. That kind of sucks. It's like literally the only attack that this is... The hook tower is good against. What the heck? What we're going to do is we're going to try and get the hook tower with the Royal Champion. What is the range of this monolith? Okay, so yeah, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to stick the warden clear over here in a freaking corner, far away from it. And then we're going to put the Royal Champion here. We're going to try and okay, get the monolith next. Should 2-shot it, right? We're going to get this hook tower. Perfect. That is what I should have tried to do last time. Okay. All right. We're going to let the Royal Champion die now. We've got a furnace in the clan castle, so we'll get that taken care of. And then, not really sure where I'm going to put my king and my queen. Yeah, actually, I'll put the king over here. Queen, siege barracks, because I don't think that will interfere with my warden at all. Yeah, I like this plan. Let's pop this. We'll have the warden take care of that second ranged up tower. I don't know why the king's beating the wall right there. Make it make sense. I'm going to put a couple more furnaces over here because the raged up tower is a little scary. And then we will ice block you guys right here. Okay, we're going to invis the warden. I just don't want raged up damage to become scary too quickly, right? It can like catch you off guard sometimes. Okay, let's revive the Royal Champion. I don't have to invis her yet. It's like, you see that? Like, right there. It just, like, starts to really ramp up really quickly. Okay, perfect. We'll get the, Fire Spitter with the Royal Champion, and then we should be good to go. There we go. This one was crushed. So I just need to try and get my Royal Champion to get the Hook Tower in the center if I can. That's probably the only way to really deal with it well. Man, this one absolutely crushed. Get wrecked, Hook Tower. Should have swagged right on top of the Hook Tower. All right, let's keep going. Okay, we have a Rage Invis core. Where is the new defense? It is a Hook Tower, but it's off to the side, so that doesn't scare me as much, because then I can just put my Warden Clear down here, and I don't have to worry about it, right? And I can put my Royal Champion up there to deal with it that way. And I deal with the counter Fire Spitter that way too, right? So I can get the Fire Spitter and the Hook Tower with my Warden there, so this works out really well. The only sucky thing about this is I'm putting them on opposite sides of the base, so like, it means that I have to, like, really kind of scroll back and forth a lot. Let's put a couple more furnaces just to make sure that I know you're safe. Oh, what in the... Okay. Okay, get that Fire Spirit, and then we'll call that good there. Okay, let's invis the... That was weird. Okay, well, we get the CC taken care of too, though, which is kind of nice. And now I don't have to worry about the Fire Spitter. We're going to put a couple more furnaces down. Let's put this over here. Oh, I meant to put that Siege Barracks over there. Let's put the Queen right here. I kind of want the King to step inside if I can. Oh, there's a furnace in the CC. I didn't even realize. I probably should have put that poison down way earlier than I did. Oh my gosh, dude, that freaking multi-geared cannon is doing so much damage. Oh, dude, this King's going to step into, like, the most beautiful spot in the world. Bam! Oh, that's so good. Oh, we get the invis triggered too. Oh, dude, this was perfect. We might get the Queen to deal with a lot of the core here now. I want to wait. Well, I should probably pop her ability while it's... Okay, well, ice block you guys so that you continue to tank for my Queen so that she can do a lot of damage. And then the Fire Mites also will get a little bit more value that way. And the walls here actually... Oh, the Queen died. Okay. Never mind that idea. May as well revive the Royal Champion. I don't think anything else is going to do as much value or get as much value as she is here. So even if she dies kind of quickly, it will speed the attack up a little bit. Allow me to get the Town Hall. Perfect. We got a minute left, and we got a lot of fire or furnaces still going too. Perfect. Yeah, so if you have a Hook Tower that's not centered, that's why I mentioned specifically the centered Hook Towers are hardest, because on this base, I could just put my Warden on the opposite side of the base, right? So that worked out really nicely. So yeah, if it's not a centered Hook Tower, and honestly, I probably could have just used my King that way up there. And but honestly, having the Royal Champion get hooked like that wasn't a bad thing either, right? That kind of worked out too. All right, let's dive in, and this is the last hit. We can go 311 if I triple here. What in the goofy... I'm going to put my Warden at 3 o'clock because he deals with the CC really well. I'll figure out where I want to have my Royal Champion go. I'm not totally sure yet, but I can ice block whatever makes their way to the middle. And then the Royal Champion. I don't want to put her over to the left-hand side because the... I think the King will just mess her up so much. Oh, let's go ahead and... Okay, I don't want to get too many buildings out of the way with my Royal Champion because I don't want my Warden to get locked on, if that makes sense. So I want the Royal Champion to die a little bit right here. And then we'll put... I don't know exactly where I want to... We're going to actually have the Siege Barracks King and Queen all work together here. Okay, I was worried I might have to invis my Warden, but that worked out. We don't have to. I'll actually have the Royal Champion go to the middle once we've cleared enough stuff. Let's hurry and get that invis tower, please. Oh, we get literally everything but? Of course we do. Okay, let's go ahead and just ice block a couple of you guys here. I need to save one ice block for my Royal Champion. Keep that in mind. And maybe I'll try and wait until... you know, let's just do it now. Okay, let's go. Dude, the ice block spell, like, just absolutely demolishes invis bases. Like, just look at this. Gosh, dang. Like, what? Don't run invis bases anymore. As soon as everybody's got this spell unlocked, they will be dead. What do I end up at? I actually didn't look at the trophies before this last attack, and I actually had somebody disconnect on me earlier today, so I've got all 8 defenses. This is where I end up. 5909 plus 311. I've defended really well lately. Okay, so this is the end of the video. Nothing else after this, but quick funny story. I'm in a Legend League subscription Discord with a bunch of other people, and I am just, like... It's not even close how much luckier I am than everybody else in that subscription. Like, I constantly defend like 40 or 50 trophies better than everybody else. It's hilarious. For me, it's hilarious. It's probably frustrating for them. But there's actually a guy from the clan, the Bad Batch. His name's Gray. And it was kind of hilarious. For the past like few months, we've been in literally using like the same bases, but he's constantly going like minus 300 or more. And I'm always like minus like 270. It's like funny for me, right? Because I'm getting so lucky. It like makes you wonder, like, is luck actually like a part of it? Because with the base I'm using right now, a few days ago, there was 3 days in a row where I only got tripled once. Like, I wasn't super high in Legend League. I was around like 5,400 trophies when the first of the 3 days started, but I ended at like 5,800. But to only get tripled once in 3 days, even at that trophy range, is like unheard of. Like, that just doesn't happen. And at the same time, other people were using the same base that I was using with that defended insanely well, that were going like minus 311 and 312. It's just, I don't know. I don't know what it is. They get lost in my baby blues when they see my base pop up on their screen or something. I don't know what it is. But anyway, that's going to do it for this video. I am just getting insanely lucky defensively. 1 week ago today, I ended the day at like 5,100 trophies because I didn't get any attacks in Friday, Saturday, or Sunday last week. So it's actually less than a week ago. It was Monday I ended at 5,100 trophies. And because of how lucky I've gotten on defense between now and then, I'm at end of the day 5,909, which is nuts. And just the luck, like, right? Like, people just disconnect, and then I have another 1-star below that. Like, what are the chances? Like, that just doesn't really happen, right? Pretty lucky. All right. Well, that'll do it for this video. I'll see you guys next time.